So just how do you destroy? How do you seek revenge on a narcissistic individual who has betrayed you, deceived you, mocked you, humiliated you and destroyed you, taken everything from you? Now, more often than not, we can have people, and we ourselves can go through a moment of, that's not right, you shouldn't really hurt anybody, revenge isn't really fair, I just want everybody to be happy and get along. And we can all have fleeting moments of this, and it's usually Carl Jung's shadow side, where we tend to hide things from ourselves because we think they're socially unacceptable or immoral or wrong in some way. And it's our beliefs, and there's no wrong with those beliefs. However, we do also have to understand that there's a perfectly normal response to being betrayed, being lied to, being deceived, of wanting to seek revenge, wanting to destroy someone. We can go from a point of complete naivety to absolute cynicalism, bitterness, resentment, where we are looking to take the person down who's destroyed us. We usually have to just sort of seeking that justice, watching karma hit someone. People can, to be socially accepted or because their beliefs and their values, think, no, you don't seek revenge on anyone, you don't try to destroy anyone. The most self-aware people can sort of recognise the temptation, yet have the compassion and the empathy not to act on that temptation. Or if they do act on that temptation, they feel bad afterwards. With a narcissistic individual, they lack the empathy. They can see on occasion that it's socially immoral to do things, which is why they'll claim that the other person deserved it in some way, or they'll get their fly monkeys to do their dirty work for them. They will go all out to destroy someone, but they lack the empathy to care, therefore there is no low. They won't go in order to get revenge on somebody who simply dared to say no to them, dared to stand up to them, called them out on their behaviour and expose them. These kind of things betray a narcissistic individual. What betrays a genuine person is being lied to, cheated on, deceived, mocked, humiliated. And it's normal to have that feeling of wanting to seek revenge, wanting to destroy them. And you can use that feeling in a in a negative way, mixture of negative and positive, I think. You can use that feeling in a negative way where you're going to go all out to seek revenge, and you're focused on that revenge and how you can hurt them and how you can punish them and how you can get them back. And then you can use it in a positive way where it kind of gets them, but you're not focused on them, you're focused on you, and you're focused on your self-improvement and how to make your life better. Now, when it comes to dealing with toxic, negative, rotten people, they have a way of rubbing off on you. Therefore, the best way to deal with them is to cut them off and to go no contact and to no longer be around them. Narcissistic people don't like this. They're seeking that excessive attention from those around them. They don't like getting the attention that they don't like not getting the attention that they believe that they're entitled to. A narcissist has those double standards, so they will happily show you indifference. They get highly offended when you become indifferent towards them. So one way to destroy a narcissist and get revenge is become indifferent, no longer pay attention to their games, no longer take it personally, learn about the behaviour, recognise who they are, recognise the game they are playing, and no longer fall prey to their games. Leave them to it. Give them no emotional reaction whatsoever. Even if you care on the inside, don't show them that you care. Become indifferent. No longer let them have any influence over you. This is done to protect you from them, and it does negatively impact them. They don't see that their behaviour led to the consequences. They just play the victim and blame you, and that's on them, not you. Don't pay them any attention. They will often seek out attention elsewhere. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can do to warn people. People do not want to see what they don't want to hear, and they don't want to hear what they don't want to see. People like ourselves have to figure it out in our own time. You have to learn to have emotional, psychological, and physical boundaries around a narcissist. Healthy communication, healthy boundaries. They don't work with narcissistic individuals. They don't get it. They believe they're entitled, and they'll go all out to manipulate and to exploit you and get their needs met by you. Which is why they will go all out to emotionally manipulate you. So you need emotionally strong, healthy boundaries around a narcissist. Distance is always best because they can never get anything from you. Never ask them for anything. Ask a narcissist for a favour and they will make you feel eternally indebted to them. So never ask them for anything. Never ask them about anything as much as we want to know. So if you're co-parenting and they've got your children and you're desperate to know if your children are happy or having a good time, they will use this over you. You have to be strong enough to let that go and just focus on your time and hobbies and things that you enjoy while your children are with a narcissistic individual. It's always wise, if possible, for them not to be around children. However, we don't always have that privilege with the laws of the land. Never tell them anything about you. Tell a narcissist how you feel and they will go all out to use that against you to make you feel worse. Never tell them anything. Don't tell them what you're doing, they'll sabotage it. Don't tell them your plans, they'll sabotage it. Don't tell them your career goals, they will sabotage it. Work in private. They don't care. They're envious of you or they're glad it's happening to you. They're not interested. Don't tell them. You can explain to somebody how they might have potentially hurt your feelings once, as you might potentially hurt another person's feelings, and they can explain it to you and you can feel bad. You can feel that guilt because you actually did something to hurt a person and then not do it again. A narcissist will instill false guilt into you, so you feel guilty for things that you're not even responsible for. Narcissists go all out to isolate you from your friends and family. Get in touch with those friends and family again, safely, if you're still around a narcissistic individual. Narcissists fear that abandonment. That's why they isolate you. Start seeing them again and try to not let the narcissist know anything about your life. Start doing all the hobbies that you enjoy again. Narcissistic individuals are usually attracted, just like we are, to confident, successful, happy people who are working towards things, people who are discovering their talents. Start doing the things that you enjoy, because a narcissistic individual will destroy the things within you that they were once attracted to, because it's a threat to their ego. They fear that abandonment and rejection. Your hobbies that they once claimed to love about you and love with you, they hate and destroy for you. Start doing those hobbies again. Lots of self-care. Starting those new routines. Starting those new career goals. Starting those exercise habits. Self-improvement for a better life for you. If you need to gain a few pounds, gain a few pounds. If you need to drop a few pounds, drop a few pounds. And if it's to seek revenge on a narcissistic individual, and that's the thing that gets you motivated to improve who you are as a person, use that revenge in a positive way to work towards a better life for you. Let them be envious. If at all possible, try not to let them see what you're doing, because they will go all out to try and sabotage you. No contact is always the best method when it comes to dealing with narcissistic individuals, destroying them, seeking revenge on them, no longer letting them have any sort of influence or access to your life. They'll still blame you. They'll still play the victim. You can't change that. You can only change who you are as a person and the things that you want out of life, and learn to work towards creating a better future for yourself. And if seeking revenge kickstarts you onto that exercise routine, going to that hobby, taking on that new course, getting that new job, use it to your advantage. And then you can move forward, and the narcissist is left in their cycle of repeat because they don't reflect. They blame and shame everybody else rather than take responsibility for who they are as a person. If anyone has any thoughts on this video, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books out on Amazon: 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People If You Cannot Go No Contact, a Narcissist Handbook, which is the ultimate guide to understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, and how to create boundaries around those who have no respect for your boundaries. The links for those will also be in the description if you'd like to go and check those out. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.